1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9 in the AMP. For I think the Most High has exhibited us, apostles, at the end of the line, like men sentenced to death and paraded as prisoners in a procession, because we have become a spectacle to the world, a show in the world's amphitheater, both to angels and men. We are regarded as fools for MASHAYACH, but you are so wise in MASHAYACH. We are weak, but you are strong. You are highly esteemed, but we are dishonored. HALALYAM la YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM QADASH. Mashana kabad laha shalakayam was a quanyam shall great millstone, that rule and teach well, shalom wa barakyam, alha bachayar. I don't want to know we're part of that number. This is your brother and fellow servant Arya from the GMS Orlando camp. Just going to a quick in transit through the spirit, going into what the precept I just read. The Lord set us up. Lord's will we be those men. And even those that don't have the lot of being a prophet or a teacher and all that, we in this society, but especially as men, it's just something that, this is how the Lord set it up. This is the order of the Lord. Men are the leaders. Men are meant to deal with the burden, the majority of the burden, the majority of the weight of whatever is going on. We just have to, because the Lord made us to be strong. He made us to be, leaders, providers, problem solvers. So it's something that only men can really understand and really relate to. And his tabernacle is with men. The flock of his pastor are men. So to the men, you have to understand your lot is to suffer. We said it before, we're going to continue to say it. It's something that we have to understand. It's easy to forget. It's easy to make haste in time of trouble, but you have to endure these temptations. You have to endure these hardships, because it's working within us, patience and hope, experience, so on and so forth, like the scriptures say. We are made a spectacle unto the world. Even angels. Sometimes you have angels. We have interactions with angels in the flesh, unawares, or sometimes we are aware through the spirit. And the angels marvel at what brothers is going through. Because all angels know is serve the Lord, do his commandments, do not transgress. But we, the lot that we have is not just, we're not just some lowly men. Okay, the Lord put us in this position to really showcase his power through us. That's what he's doing. He's really flexing through us. He's using us to flex. The position that we're in, it's like there's no reason. How are these men surviving? How are these men still able to keep their sanity? How are these men, still able to control themselves, to have the discipline, the temperance, and all that we have? Because they're laughing at us now, calling us crazy. We're fools now. But the Lord set it up that way. Guess what? Honor goeth before humility, goeth before honor. Before honor comes humility. So you got to deal with this. But what it's doing, the results are going to show. The fruit is going to speak for itself. They're laughing at us now, but they're going to be crying later. You know, at a certain point, when the Lord tells us to stop, you're going to wish you were still around, man. You're going to wish you could still hear the word. That brothers, you know, we're still able to rebuke, to correct. It's going to get to a point where when we stop talking, you're going to wish you could hear this. You're going to wish you could, you know, utilize brothers' presence, brothers' knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, brothers' love and kindness. You know, especially those of you that are close to brothers, close to prophets, and you abusing them or you taking them for granted. Listen, you got another thing coming, man. Because you didn't appreciate what you had access to. People wish, there's people out there that wish they had access to brothers, to the prophets like this. And you completely took them for granted. And we're not hypocrites. We be holding ourselves to a standard. We are our own, you know, critics. We're the most critical of our own selves because we understand who we are. We understand what the Lord expects of us. We understand this is not a game. You can't play with the Lord's mercy, with His word. YAHAWASHI wasn't playing. YAHAWASHI was about His Father's business. And we aim to be worthy of this calling, to be worthy of His salvation, worthy of being called His friend, His brother. So you think we're just we gonna bet our crown, bet our salvation, jeopardize our salvation on an argument or any other petty, because it's all petty compared to this duty, compared to what we have in store, compared to prophecy. All this shit is petty. This shit don't matter. We're not about to jeopardize our crown over some petty shit that don't matter at the end of the day. You know, but you people, you don't understand that, and you know, we are becoming more and more at peace with the fact that you're not going to. It's not meant for you to. And we're not arguing no more. Because once brothers get to that point of indifference, because brothers will get to that point, just wait on it. Once brothers get to that point of indifference, like, I just don't give a fuck no more. Less happily I be found to strive against my maker. I'm over here trying and doing all this, trying to show all this love. You're not being wise. You keep casting your pearls before swine, and you keep getting rent to pieces, emotionally, maybe physically, whatever, mentally. At that point, it's your fault. Who will pity a charmer bitten with a snake? Who will pity when you break the hedge and you get bitten? Okay, you have your peace that you need to protect. You have your own affairs that you have to get in order. And you over here spending all this mental, you know, all this time, all this effort trying to fix something or trying to do something for somebody. If it's not a brother, if it's not someone in the truth that is really solid, that really is in the truth, you know, when thou doest good, know unto whom thou doest it. You putting all this effort into shit that doesn't matter. You don't even have to just be people, you know. You doing all this shit for the job, for this and that. It's like, bro, like, this shit is over with, man. That the days of Jake having low self-esteem and Jake being, overly selfless, overextending, doing this and that. And it was never about our own gain. It was just about repentance, man. It was just about love for our people. Love for order, love for nature. And then to the point, them days is over. We done cried our tears. We're all cried out. We done bled, sweat, and you people didn't appreciate it. You people laughed. You're still laughing. You're still mocking. Niggas still getting on TikTok and making these dumbass fucking videos, scoffing against the prophets, against the Lord. Most important. So it's like, you know what? Fuck you. That's how you feel? Fuck you, fuck the world. All we care about is the kingdom. It's about shedding the weight. You know what? This shit don't have to be like this. We're gonna shed some weight. We're gonna continue to shed some weight. Cast our burdens aside and really zero in on the Lord. Because this is not going to continue. It can't. But remember, through weakness, we're made strong. And weakness is the perfection of faith, the perfection of the strength of YAHAWASHI. You got to take it on valiantly. It's an honor to be on the same path as our King. So we take it willingly and humbly. Because in that, faith is being gathered as a treasure. It's like, bro, everything that we are going through, we still here. We're fighting, and we're getting better. We're not getting worse. We're getting better. You think we're losing this and that? We haven't lost anything. The Lord take one thing away, He replaces it with something better, or as you realize, you never needed that shit. That shit was in the way. That shit was just in the way. It was a distraction. Lord doing us a favor. Lord taking care of us. So that's pretty much it through the Spirit. I pray this is edifying.